Alright YouTube, welcome back to part 2 of my Pentium 2.8 gigahertz gaming system. I'm trying to get Windows XP set up, and I said I was going to go ahead and do a Service Pack 4 install. So Service Pack 4 is actually unofficial, however, I did find it and I've downloaded it, and I did want to try it and see if I can actually get Service Pack 4 working okay on Windows XP, because I do intend to keep Windows XP running. So I've downloaded Service Pack 4 here to a thumb drive, and it's a much faster one, and I'm going to go ahead and try to run this install, and I'm hoping that I can get XP here updated so I can get my Wi-Fi card working and all the other things that come with Windows XP, or rather should I say that come with a typical operating system. So I don't have a browser that works, I don't have a Wi-Fi driver that works right now. So without this update, I'm not going to be able to run XP in any useful mode, because I'm currently at Service Pack 1. So I'm going to go ahead and do this update, and while I'm doing the update, I figured I might as well activate my version of Windows. So I'm going to activate it over the internet because I've got 12 days or so, and this was the version of XP that came on this system. It's just a home edition, which is fine with me. Oh, my product key was unauthorized. Activation cannot be completed. So I'll have to see if I can find a product key. I do have Windows XP, so if necessary I could change my installation of Windows XP. So let's see what happens while it's doing a file extraction. I'm hoping that it can go through and do the install, and I'll have an updated version of XP on here. I just wonder how many people are actually out there using Windows XP. You can't deny that it was one of the best operating systems that Microsoft released. Okay, well, I'm not worried about a backup. I may not even be able to activate this version of Windows. So I'll click Next. This is an unofficial service pack. Windows XP was a really good release for Microsoft as far as operating systems go. They really want to move people off of XP. If anybody watches the V Westlife channel, you know that on one of his videos he talked about Microsoft Windows XP Embedded, I believe it is, which is for point of sale systems that has updates through 2018, and with a registry change you're able to get updates on your Windows XP system for another 2 years, which is awesome. I can understand why people would want to stay on XP if they've been able to do all the things they need to do on a computer. Why move from XP? So I'm going to cut here, and if I get an error, or if luck would have it, I get a completed installation, I'll be back and we'll talk more. Alright, so far it's doing well. It's actually doing a backup. I believe if you run a service pack on the command line, you can specify that you don't need a backup. Unfortunately, this one's going to do it. I'm not concerned about backups at all, but it's doing fine so far, so we'll see. Alright, so it's now switched to the install. Things are going well so far. I guess the big test is the actual reboot, so we shall see. If the install goes well, I think I may set the second hard drive to be bootable and see if I can do a Windows 8.1 install as well. Okay, so Service Pack installed. We're ready to boot. I'm going to go ahead and click finish and let it reboot and hope for the best. How bad could it be, right? I'm going to go ahead and close everything. I got a couple of things open here. And I guess it's actually doing its reboot. I love that it has a built-in speaker. Although it is supposed to be playing the audio through to my TV, but then again, I haven't turned my TV up to see if it's actually playing through it. All right. The moment of truth. Will we be on the unsupported, unofficial Service Pack 4 of Windows XP? Ah, yes, of course. It has to do a bunch of stuff before it can finish its reboot. All right. I am going to turn on automatic updates. I can really hear that hard drive going. And I see that the screen resolution is now back to, looks like 800 by 600. There we go. Good. So definitely looking more updated, and I of course have no virus protection, so I will need to install something if I'm going to use this Windows XP install at all. So let's have a look. I'm going to go to Computer and Properties. We're going to find out what Service Pack is installed. So it basically calls it Service Pack 3, and it is saying Home Edition version 2014, but it does have the unofficial Service Pack 4 installed. So I just wonder if Firefox 43 will install. I have a feeling it won't, but might as well give it a try. I don't believe the newest version of Firefox is supported on XP, but you never know. Might as well try. This is Firefox setup version 43.0.1. So far, so good. It actually installed. Now it's giving me 30 days for activation, so I will have to check and see if I have a key for Windows XP Home somewhere. I'm pretty certain I do, but I'll have to look. I know I have Windows XP Professional, and I know that there's a key right on the case of this computer, so if I have to, I could upgrade it and just use the key that comes with the system. Alright, so there you have it, folks. We are on Windows XP Service Pack 4, running the latest Firefox 43.0.1 on XP. Only thing I really need now is some kind of antivirus, and this is a usable copy of XP. Pretty awesome. Once again, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you on the next video.